real quick, if you could tell us a little bit, and John shared this with us, but I think you expounded on it in our written questions for our interview, was around the funding model for the CEP and the decreasing need of public funds. Is that how we should interpret that, and how did that happen?
So it's so it's very intentional. So one of the big things we talked about, our national association, ACCE, and there's been a lot of discussion of what's the future funding model look like, and so it's changing. We've taken a very different model. It's the complete opposite of what the National Association views as the direction for the future. So we're the unicorn out here doing our own thing, but it's working very well for us. Most chambers have a low barrier to entry, which means you can become a member at a really inexpensive price. But then you pay for this, and you pay for that, and you pay for that. Because we're based on return on investment, that doesn't make sense to us. So it's a little bit more expensive to be a partner, and we have 6 partnership tiers. But especially once you get to a mid-tier and above, you don't pay for anything else. That's part of your return on investment. So we're not nickel and diming you for this and for that. It's really about being able to invest and start earning that return on investment. So for us, our partnership revenue, membership dues makes up about 55% of our budget. Sponsorships, program income makes up 25%. And so today, about 19% of our budget comes from local government contracts that we do to do economic development work on their behalf. 8 years ago when we started, we received $150,000 a year less than what we receive today, but it was 44% of our budget. So it's becoming an ever smaller piece of the pie. But for our local governments, just quick example, we get, I think it's $285,000 a year from our county. They were spending more than $1 million a year on their own economic development effort. So it is a huge cost savings for them to outsource to us. We've delivered far more results. We drove the decision to say, here, we're going to be accountable and transparent. We're going to show you exactly what we're doing, so that anytime if you want to know what are we getting for our investment, you can look every month and see what that looks like. And so I think that's part of the strength of the partnership. Everyone understands their role. And for it to be a partnership, you've got to be 2 ways, right? And so this is part of that discussion. So it's a money savings. The local government spends significantly less dollars, and they're getting a whole lot more in return. And we're not dependent on, so that means that our local governments contribute less than 1/5 combined. Individually, it's about 10%. That means that the businesses are really driving the organization.